now to kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Brees. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A good pickup there, 26 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there isn't a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And it's 2nd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Into the red zone, it's Brees. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Again, they'll throw with Brees. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. On 1st down, it's Henry, and he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. On 2nd and 9, Tannehill. He's got Lewis. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
They'll give Henry another shot. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Henry. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in, announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Ready. 5-9.
Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. To try again after the sack. Breeze out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Ted Ginn there to make the grab. And once again, the Saints are back out in front.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Are you looking forward?
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now it's Tannehill. He finds Corey Davis and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Cameron Jordan in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Tannehill. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Tannehill now to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. But Tannehill staying out there. They're going to go on fourth down. Here we go on fourth. Tannehill. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is going to be incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fairly short kick taken at the 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
4 yards the pickup, first down. They'll run on first down. Henry, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Cameron Jordan able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long. Got him in. It's Brown. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to fourth down. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down. Now Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on fourth down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jayon Brown coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Throwing on second and long. Breeze. He'll let it flop into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Henry, and this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. To throw is Tannehill. Completes it to Davis. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. Tackles, tackles. Check, 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 check.
X3, 218, chopper.
They'll run. It's Henry. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Back now in Nashville. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. The 20. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And an alley to run. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Titans. He goes 86 yards on the kick return as his guys are back within a single score. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Here's Tannehill, and this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Breeze is looking to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. Past the 20, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Next to score, Saints 28, Titans 18. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And let's pin the mirrors back.
Now it's Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell.
Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard, realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a third down. Tannehill. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Nice, sweetheart.
Check 61, matchbox, one hit.
On fourth down, Tannehill. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
Mike's 59. Watch the back.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling.